Hello everyone, this is Total Drama Justin, back again with another video. And for this video, I will be counting down the top 10 underrated Total Drama characters. And this video was obviously inspired by Total Drama Noah, guys. You should definitely go check them out. And yeah, so the first character, just to get not character who was probably going to be at number 1, but I tried to make this as unbiased as possible. So number 10 is going to be Justin, and I feel like he was a great villain in Total Drama Action. It was the reason why I think Total Drama Action was probably one of the best seasons, maybe even the best yet, right behind World Tour. And I feel like he was a great villain, but I did not like how he was not in World Tour when he had a lot of potential in action, which I did not really like, but why I feel like Justin is underrated. If you watch the top 84 or 87 characters, it's pretty much very low, because people think that he's just a hottie, but haven't really looked into Total Drama Action and how much of an input he really made into the show. And personally, I loved Action because of him. He was like a great villain. He basically used Lindsay and Beth as his slaves to make him win, and which I thought was so freaking funny because of that. And I thought he made Total Drama Action really good. The dialogue with all the characters with them was just so good. But but he sort of made Trent go insane. So yeah. Coming in at number 9, we have another one of my favorite characters, who I just want to get out of the way, is Noah. Noah is just this sarcastic, hilarious person. He's just like World Tour again. Like Justin made World Tour like what it was. He did a lot of potential in World Tour. It got cut short. Like, luckily Justin did not get cut short. He made it to like the final 6, I think, which again is really good. Pretty really good. Yep, that pretty really good, guys. I did really good with this video, but I feel like he had a lot of potential. Noah was like a really funny character, and then they just cut him off, which was so dumb. But at least they didn't do that with Cody, which was very good, one of the new contestants. And they also did a lot with Ezekiel, but I feel like if it weren't for Noah, World Tour probably wouldn't have been my favorite season. It probably would have been Action, which I would probably make a review about Action, and everybody would hate me. Number 8 will be Anne Maria from Revenge of the Island. And yes, at first when Revenge of the Island first aired on Cartoon Network, I hated Anne Maria. And then when I rewatched it, I thought she was freaking funny with the little veto thing, and her elimination was just so unfair. Well, at the time when I watched it, I already thought it was pretty unfair, but not as unfair as I think of it now. It's just like, it's so stupid how unfair it was. Anyways, her lines with veto were just hilarious, and how Cameron got mad. It was hysterical how mad Cameron would get at Anne Maria and Vito, aka Mike. Coming in at number 7, we have Eva. Eva, I thought, was so funny in the aftermath of World Tour, especially when she interviewed that Irish guy. I thought it was hysterical how funny that was. Which just it was so funny when she threw the microphone on his foot. That was just hysterical. She was doing an interview with a guy who apparently saw Duncan, when Duncan was missing in the early episodes. I thought that was just hysterical. Coming in at number 5, we have Sam, and not Total Drama All-Star Sam. Total Drama All-Star Sam legit gave me cancer. But in Total Drama Revenge of the Island, when he dressed up the Sasquatch with Brick and Lightning, I think it was. Brick, Lightning, and Scott. I thought that was just so funny when Lindsay was judging. I thought that was honestly one of my favorite episodes because of it. And he had some great dialogue with Brick and Lightning, and all the characters on his team were super strong. When all the girls on the rats were eliminated, Remember his like little gamer thumb? It was like 10 years of gaming. I thought he is hysterical in Revenge of the Island. That was good days and the playgrounds were spent. Okay, that's really cringy. Number 4 is Ella from Pocatello Island. I just love her parody of like the Bella or well, basically all the princesses in Disney. But I could see why people had a problem with her. Like she wasn't even like the stereotype wasn't really that much of a stereotype, you could say. It was like pretty, like no girl was like that, but I thought she was hysterical with the dialogue with her and Sugar. I thought it was so funny how Sugar wanted her to be eliminated. And remember, her note was anonymous, I think it was. Yeah, anonymous, and it was just hysterical how stupid Sugar was and how nice Ella was to her. Sugar was just so funny. Which brings us to our number 3 spot. Coming in at our number 3 spot was Sugar. And yes, I can see why people did not like Sugar. Especially in the later episodes. She was just a freaking jerk. Like, not the good type of villain. Like, the really, really bad type of villain. But I really liked Sugar in the earlier episodes. And, like, I loved how she was so dumb. But I also loved the dialogue with Ella and Sugar, like I already mentioned. But still, she was hysterical to laugh at. Just, she was so funny. Well, I don't really have that much to say because Ella was our last entry, and that was like the best part of Sugar, in my opinion. Coming in at number 2, we have Max. Max, I thought was hysterical, especially with Scarlet and Max's dialogue. That was freaking amazing, and I just loved Max, who, like, when Ella's, like, a little performance, like, she called him, Gnome, I think it was. Yeah, I thought it was so funny. He was like, he always wanted everything to be evil. I thought it was hysterical. But the only thing I did not like about Max was on the last episode. He kind of was, like us on the last part, he was kind of like really annoying. And he also had one of the most unfair eliminations in my opinion. He was, Chris said, "I'm done with evil." And it was just so stupid how he got eliminated. But I still love Max anyway. And I have one honorable mention before we get into the last spot, which will be Sierra. But only a world tour though. She was super annoying in All Stars. Oh god, All Stars. Coming in at number 1, which actually might be a little shocker to you guys, was Dawn. Nope, not the Dawn from Revenge of the Island. Dawn, the host of Redonkulous Race. Not that many people actually liked the Dawn because they replaced him with Chris in Redonkulous Race. But yes, I definitely like Chris more than Dawn. But I feel like it was a whole completely different series. It was like a season 1, it was a spin-off show. It was like, it's not supposed to be the exact same, because again, it's a spin-off. It's like comparing Full House to Fuller House. They're like barely similar. They have some of the same characters that they had in the last show, like they had Leonard, Jeff, all of them. But we're not going to be talking about Redonkulous. We're going to be talking about Dawn, which I actually loved him as a host. I feel like it was more fair. And it also was pretty funny. Why did I say at first? He's also pretty funny, and I liked how fair he was, but sometimes he could be, like, a dick, which I also really appreciated. So it was, like, sort of like Chris, but nicer and more fair. But we're getting him for the next season, which I'm really hyped about. Anyways, hope you guys love this video. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button if you really want to and you feel like a nice person. But yeah, see you guys next time. Peace out. Homies, home dogs, cancer.